Well, I was born and raised in Colorado, and the mountains being on the west give you this directional thing, so they're my anchor in just life, so I'm sure that is translated into there. I put them in there because I'm like, a little reality, a little hint of something. Wow, you go into this big macro or cellular, like it's either huge or it's tiny, it's either an atom or it's a universe, you know, it's the same, but then the mountains are there to kind of ground it and keep me safe. I started as just taking photos of graffiti because I thought it was so great. Then I saw this painting and I was like, I have to start doing this because I saw this piece. And then I saw a person painting at the same place when I was starting to paint. And I was like, this piece, and he's like, oh, that's mine. And I was like, oh my God, like how cool. And he's like, you should see what I'm doing on a canvas. And I was like, what, nerd, canvas? Like, what are you talking about? Because I was an invincible 13-year-old. And we went to his house and I saw his studio and I put the cans down. I was like, I don't need to run from the police. I don't need the fumes. I don't need any of that. I can do this at home. And so he really, I lean a lot on, he was a big inspiration to me. And so I started developing these different processes of layering and these sorts of things, and I would like stumble upon stuff while I was exploring, and I would pull all of these different pieces from different paintings and kind of bring it together. So it's through experimenting and exploring, and then bringing the good stuff back and leaving the bad. I had a few classes in high school, like most people. I enjoyed them, and then more just meeting other artists and watching them and talking to them, and I was like, and I like that sort of self-taught thing because it doesn't, I feel like it's less homogenized, nothing against art school and that sort of thing, but I liked where my vision came and how it was organic. I really embrace the fact that it's abstract. It communicates for itself, and that's why I like to have just the bright colors, just the line work, just this movement with a little bit of mountains or something to kind of anchor it. So there's a little bit of reality, something holding on, but then the most of it is just kind of this like free, semi-psychedelic world that, you know, I see, I hear in the music. It's kind of everywhere. When I started making artwork, I just sort of compulsively, manically made it, and I accumulated this body of work, and it was all sort of going the same direction, and I had no idea what I was really doing. It was like therapeutic, it made me feel good, I enjoyed it, all those sorts of things. And then I realized that it was therapy, and I was actually painting my inability to focus. I was like painting my ADD. I was taking all these crazy colors, and then as the painting starts, it's free and can do whatever it wants, and then as you paint, it's more and more limited, and you have to finish certain rules, and you have to complete things. And so it was this making myself focus while at the same time capturing this like unfocus. It took a little while to figure out what was going on, and once I realized it, it was really empowering. And then I was like, wow, like this is what I'm doing, and this is what I have been doing. I've focused it, and so there's a little bit more like cohesion. The pieces play together. My first show looked like a Rubik's Cube. It was like all of these things going different directions, and I was like, whoa, I was like embarrassed, and I didn't like it, but it gave me the idea of needing direction, and it's just been like so helpful. It's like yoga. Different like minerals, dirt, sand, salt, like all sorts of stuff to catch that grittiness. Glue, like a bunch of different things, but the actual paint is all acrylic. Some is a little bit of aerosol acrylic. I want the longevity, you know, I want like this to outlive me, because this is more important than any of the stuff I'm running around doing. And I want to make sure that the acrylic aerosol plays with the acrylic paint and that it bonds and can last. And the acrylic I can keep layering, keep working, it moves as quick as I'm thinking, and it can like keep up with me, and then dries and I can work on a different one and, you know, kind of keep it moving. And I don't sketch any of it out before. I mean, maybe a circle and an arrow saying which way to go, but I want it all to happen on the canvas because I'm exploring and I want to grasp that and catch that, and that's more important than like, did I make the drawing right? Did it look like the drawing? And then I'm like caught in this world instead of like being on the canvas. Every day. Every day. Any moment that I'm not eating, walking the dog, cooking, cleaning, going to work, something like that, I'm all about making it. I love to show it, and I love when people see it and we can talk about it, but making it is far more important than selling it. I mean, it's compulsory at this point. It's manic. It's awesome. I feel great when I'm doing it. I don't feel tired because of it. Like it's what I'm supposed to be doing, and I feel lucky that I have stumbled upon it, because so many people just go through life floating around and having no passion, and like, can't imagine. I can't imagine feeling that way. I want to keep painting because it makes everything better, and I want to connect more with people when they see it and they're like, oh, what's in there, and they want to like talk about it. It's this avenue that's opened that otherwise wouldn't be there for me. You know, it's like walking down the street, rarely people even like say hi to each other, and when you're like looking at this big bright thing and somebody wants to talk about it, it's like I could just talk about it with them forever, even if they know about the art. If they don't know about the art, it's just great. It helps connect. Just paint, just play with it, do it, like just mess around, like don't worry about what the outcome's gonna be. Like, experience it, be in the moment, like be now, be doing it. Don't worry about trying to square a wiggly world. Don't try to make that thing that you saw in a museum. Go do it for the sake of doing it.